Hello, I'm Joe Fox from Eyachts here in Sydney. Today I'm going to take you on a technical tour of the Pardo 43. This is the first Pardo that we've had delivered to Australia, so it's very exciting. So I've taken the covers off, the boat's ready to go. Let's step on board and we'll show you all over it. So what you'll notice when you're looking over the boat is that the Italian designers of the Pardo have put a lot of effort into designing a boat that not only looks right, but is incredibly well made. So there are a number of little things around the boat which I'll point out when we do the walkthrough that really enhance the design and they do what other boat manufacturers haven't done before. So the reverse knuckle on the front of the boat really gives it a very elegant look when it's going through the water. And then the clean lines that come down the back, and from a maneuvering point of view, it's very useful as the rail of the boat drops off as it goes further aft. So when I'm parking the boat at the end of the day, or if there are people standing on the back, I've still got a very good view of the dock that I'm parking on. Yeah, very good visibility out the back. We've got a very clean dash layout here. It's full carbon along with the T-top, designed and manufactured by Lamborghini for Pardo. Here we've got a 16-inch Raymarine plotter with your engine controls here, so it's very nicely laid out, it's not too cluttered. The actual running of the boat is done very easily without having to move your position from just here. We're standing on the back of the boat at the moment, and this has really got some really interesting features. At the moment we're on the hydraulic platform. It's about 1.2 meters extending behind the back of the boat, and it's rated for up to 600 kilograms. So this can drop down into the water. It's great for swimming off, sitting in the water to cool down, or even putting your dinghy on at the end of the day. This can also be used when it's in the water or just sitting on the surface of the water to help stabilize the boat. So if you are on a mooring, the boat doesn't rock around too much. So you don't have to have the platform down to go swimming. On the back of the platform in the middle here, we do have this stainless steel ladder. Now this is a very clever design. As the ladder goes down, we get two handrails that come up here. So obviously there's nothing to grab onto here. They've thought of that. As you're coming out the water, you can hold onto these to support yourself, to pull you up. So when you come out of the water, you're obviously going to want to rinse off. We have a freshwater shower here, connected to the freshwater hot and cold shower. So that's perfect for rinsing off once you come out. So we also have this massive aft sun lounger. Sun lounging configuration at the moment with these seat rests that can either go like this as a headrest, like this, so you can sit facing forward, or you can flip them like this and sit facing backwards if the boat is underway. Underneath this sun lounger is a massive storage compartment. So I'll just lift it up so you can see. But in here you can store all sorts of things. We've got covers, life jackets, fenders, mooring lines at the moment. So you can also put your toys like your inflatable paddle boards or your lily pads or anything that you just don't want cluttering the deck. It's a great storage spot. Just in front of the sun lounger at the back, we've got this really nice big functional area. There's a double leaf table here which folds out. I've done the other side already. This side folds out, and you can sit kind of up to 8 to 10 people around here really, really comfortably. This is also can be optioned on an electronic lift, so it can drop down, and then you can put an infill cushion in there to really expand your sun lounging area. Now you might also be wondering, where's the sun protection? Because the carbon T-top finishes here. Well, there are two options for this. You can either have an electric sunroof which comes out, which gives you ample shade over the sun lounger here, or which we've got on this one is two carbon poles. There are two sockets here and two clips on the back of the bimini, and the shade cloth which comes out covering the table and the beginning of the sun lounger. So it really creates from the helm station all the way almost to the back of the sun lounger is completely shaded. So for when you're underway, obviously the people here don't want to be sitting facing back, they might want to be facing forward. You can flip these and sit on them facing forward in exactly the same configuration that you had before. So just forwards of this seating area here, we have our kind of entertaining wet bar food prep area. So underneath the glass lid here, you've got your electric hob and a nice big sink. Now this is quite a large sink, it's bigger than we've seen on most boats this size. But this is a really nice area because you can be entertaining, you can be serving drinks, you can be serving food, and everyone is just sat next to you, so it's not like you're downstairs in a galley working away. Underneath the wet bar on the right hand side, you've got an ice maker in here so that ice is always on hand. Moving towards the middle, there's a fridge, super easy access again for serving drinks out here. Moving along and under the sink, you have your bin, it's a really great size. And then the last cupboard on the end here is some great storage. So we've got pull-out drawers, we've got napkins in there, put your cups in there, and then your kitchen towel, your champagne bucket, and then a spot there for your bin bags. So moving forward, we have a really good access point. So if you're parked against a wharf, which is a little bit higher up, and you're disembarking people off the side of the boat, there is a step here, there's one on each side, and this just helps to help people get on and off the boat. You'll notice as we are moving around the boat is that the sidewalks are really nice and spacious. This is really great if you've got a group of people on board having drinks sat on the side, still plenty of room for people to get past. So it really doesn't feel crowded at all with kind of 10 or 11 people on board. So these side rails are also really safe and high, making it a really safe boat for younger children. On the bow here, we've got a really nice sun lounger. You can fit up to kind of 3 or 4 people on here, and the cushion is really thick. And the way they get away with this is they recess it into the front of the boat. So they're minimizing the risk of the wind getting underneath and picking the cushion up. And we also have the cushions up the front here, which makes it a really social area. So you can have 3 or 4 people on here, 2 or 3 people sat here, and it's like another zone on the boat, in addition to what we've already got further aft. If you'd like to follow me, we'll head downstairs and have a look. So down here we've got a really nice double cabin layout. We've got a V-berth at the front. This is just under a king-size bed, so it's well bigger than a queen, which makes it really nice and spacious. Plenty of light coming in through these port lights here. There's another one just here. And then for ventilation at night, underneath the bow cushion, there's a hatch which you can lift up. There's a fly screen there, so it can be really light and airy. If it's too hot and too muggy, we do have air conditioning as well, which you can run really easily with the generator. Moving aft, down the starboard side, there's a really nice ensuite toilet. Sink, wash basin, toilet at the front with a separate shower. Really nice that these are separated, because often on a boat this size you're showering on top of the toilet, but this makes it really open and dry. So this shower in here is the biggest in its category on a boat of this size. Moving further aft, we have a bit of an open plan twin berth back here. There is an option to seal this off, making it more private if it was, say, 2 couples spending the night on board. This works really nicely for a family with 2 full single berths down at the back here. Although we're quite low down and we're actually under the deck level now, we do have some really nice lighting. So just up here, just behind the driver's seat in a way, is 2 port lights, effectively acting as skylights, letting loads of light in, so it really does not feel claustrophobic at all. The design of the staircase, the companionway, also really helps to keep it light and open and let lots of air in. So when you're looking through this boat, you'll see really the highest level of Italian design. We've got a beautiful Italian oak finish internally with just storage everywhere. So these cupboards behind me, there's plenty of storage under the bunks, storage under the floor further forward, storage under the V-berth at the front as well. So they've really made use of every little bit of the boat they can in a really elegant way. So we'll head down into the engine room now, and on this boat it's a really nice size, it's really large, and everything has its place. We'll take you down there now, and I'll just point out a few of the features and the engines that propel this boat. So coming down here, you can see there's really great access from the deck, and there are actually 2 access points. There's the deck access here, There's another access hatch further aft in the aft garage locker, which is underneath the sun lounger. That's really useful if you're working on the boat or if you've got mechanics that need to work down that end of the engine room and not having to trek all the way up this way. So I'll talk you through a little bit about what we've got here. Here we've got a 5 kVA Kohler generator. Now you'd use this when you're running the air conditioning or if you've got the ice maker running to give you that 230 volt power. Just here we have one of the D6 600 IPS engines. Now this is actually a 440 horsepower engine, but because of the propeller design of the IPS system, it actually gives you 600 horsepower in the water. So it's quite efficient because you're using the diesel of a 440 horsepower engine, giving you 600 horsepower in the water. On either side of the engine, over here, we have a fuel tank. So one on the port, one on the starboard. These are just over 600 litres each. So that's a total of 1,200 litres, which is actually, again, the biggest fuel capacity in its class of a boat this size, which is a really impressive number when you're comparing to other models. Lines are on. It's the end of a great day. Thanks for coming with us. It was great to have you on board. If you did like this video, please do subscribe, give us a like, give us a follow. It's great to have your feedback, and yeah, we hope you come along for the next adventure.